Let's start with England then, and a major decision from Sarina Wiegman, who's recalled Arsenal's Beth Mead for the first time in a year for two vital Nations League games starting next week. Let's cross live to St George's Park, where Gail Davis has been speaking to the England manager. Gail, very good afternoon to you. Just Beth Mead, the big news then. Just how difficult a year has it been for her?
Yeah, very good afternoon. It has been a hugely upsetting, difficult year for Beth Mead, both physically and mentally, to overcome an ACL, which occurred almost exactly to the day. And there's the gruelling months of rehab, and within that time as well, she lost her mother to cancer. And so this is testament to all those hours of hard work, all that sort of blood, sweat and tears, if you like. And it's easy to forget just how good she was with England before she picked up that injury. She was player of the tournament in 2022, Golden Boot winner, just an incredible goal scorer. And she made her first start for Arsenal in the WSL on the weekend. And Sarina Wiegman's clearly been keeping a very close eye on her and feels that she's done everything she needs to do to prove that she can be part of this camp. And she said it was just a delight, and she was so happy to get to make that call to call her up to this squad.
Conversations all the time. So we had conversations before September camp, or during, or before and after, and so did we in October too, because she was already fully training and getting some minutes, but I just wanted to see a little more. And that's what we have seen now. And she's just, her health is really good, so she can just go. And she showed, of course, in games that she's in a good place. And of course, we want to keep her, that she keeps growing and improving. But she's shown enough for me and for my technical staff to bring her in. You know, she is a character that brings positive energy. On pitch and off pitch. I think we have more players like that, but it's good to have her back. Of course, her experience, the way she plays, she's different than other players on the wing, so she brings different things, so that's good for the team too. So we have different opportunities again. So yeah, I expect on and off pitch that it gives us some extra energy.
Well, also returning to the squad is Lauren James, fresh off her hat-trick for Chelsea at the weekend against Liverpool. She missed the win and the loss to Belgium a few weeks ago with a concussion, so fully fit, fully in form. And she's in fact one of 6 Chelsea players in this squad. Sarina Wiegman talked about how much she owes Emma Hayes for how she's moulded these players, how they've clearly helped England over the last little while, and how in the not too distant future she's going to become a little bit of the enemy after Emma Hayes, of course, was confirmed as the USA coach last week.
I said to her, so now we are really in collaboration. We're basically in the same team. Now you're going to the other team, so how are we going to do that? But of course, she's done a tremendous job. Incredible what results she had over the decade. And I think for her, of course, it's good to move on to, and I congratulate her, of course, with the new job. It's very exciting for her, and I think for us, for England, it's a disappointment. But I think for her, it's really good. And overall, if you see the bigger picture, it's good for the women's game too. So we'll see how that goes. But until this season, we'll collaborate.
Gail, just put into context how important these games are for England against the Netherlands and Scotland.
Well, Team GB's place at the Olympic football tournament is at stake. England are the representatives to try and qualify, and it's a really tough process. There are only 12 places in the women's competition. 5 countries have already been confirmed, including France, who, as the host nation, are in there, and that may end up helping the likes of England out. So the Nations League is the qualifying route for Europe, where there's only 2 places. There's 4 tables at the moment. As you can see, England's group is really tight. Just 3 points separate the Netherlands, Belgium and England with 2 games to play. You have to finish top of your Nations League group to make it into the draw for the semi-finals, and to guarantee a place at the Olympics with only 2 places up for grab, you have to finish, you have to make it all the way through to the final. Now, if France make it to the final, it will go down to the third place, but the pressure is really, really on, and it's not in England's hands anymore. So what they've got to do is hope that they can get a performance and a win and some goals against the Netherlands next Friday at Wembley, a week on Friday at Wembley, and then back that up in Scotland a few days later and hope that results elsewhere go their way. Look, England have been in some tight spots under Sarina Wiegman before at major championships. It's what gets her going. It's what she thrives on. And despite 3 losses in 5, there's absolutely no sense of panic amongst her or this group of players.
Yes, we're in a situation where we absolutely need wins. And we know that, we're aware of that. And of course, wherever we go into a camp, we want to win games. And we haven't done that lately in all our games. So that's really what we want to do. But our approach will not all of a sudden change. We just we'll review our last game. We reviewed, of course, the Belgian game earlier. We get prepared for the Netherlands first. And the process we do will not be a lot different, because I think we still do good things. We just have to do better in moments of the game.
Just how much it means to go to an Olympics. She delayed starting the England job to lead the Netherlands there in Tokyo. She says it's one of the biggest stages for the women's game, and she and her team desperately hope to still be in the mix in a few weeks' time. They really hope that they can make it all the way to Paris next year.
So do we. Great stuff. Thanks, Gail.